Hello, dear viewers and devoted fans of daytime drama. It's us, your passionate team at TV Day's Drama Digest, coming to you with the hottest scoops and heart-pounding updates from the world of soap operas. Today, we're diving deep into the whirlwind of emotions, betrayals, and shocking twists that unfolded on Days of Our Lives on this fateful November 14th. If you're as hooked as we are on the endless saga of love, loss, and intrigue in Salem, then buckle up, we've got a comprehensive breakdown that's sure to keep you on the edge of your seat. And remember, for the full visual experience, complete with dramatic close-ups and tear-jerking moments, head over to our channel and watch our exclusive recap video. We pour our hearts into these summaries, analyzing every glance, every whisper, and every cliffhanger to bring you the essence of what makes Days an enduring classic. Let's set the scene. Salem, that picturesque yet perpetually turbulent town where secrets simmer just below the surface, and alliances shift like sand in a storm. On this particular day, the air was thick with anticipation and underlying tension. The episode opened with a beacon of hope amidst the chaos, the grand opening ceremony of Dr. Tom Horton's free clinic, named after the legendary patriarch whose legacy of compassion and medical expertise has touched countless lives in Salem. This clinic represents a new chapter in the community's healing journey. But oh dear fans, this wasn't just any ribbon-cutting affair. The ceremony was a poignant blend of nostalgia and forward-thinking optimism, drawing together old friends, family members, and even a few rivals under one roof. Picture this, the sun filtering through the windows of the newly renovated building, casting a warm glow on the assembled crowd. Banners fluttered gently in the breeze, emblazoned with messages of hope and remembrance. Dr. Tom Horton's portrait hung prominently, his kind eyes seeming to watch over the proceedings as if blessing this endeavor from beyond. The initial opening had already taken place, marked by heartfelt toasts and applause, but the real spectacle was yet to come. The official inauguration ceremony promised even more distinguished guests and stirring speeches. Whispers among the attendees hinted at surprise appearances from Salem's elite, perhaps even some long-lost faces from the Horton family tree. The atmosphere was electric, charged with the kind of energy that only a town like Salem can muster, where every celebration carries the potential for unexpected drama. At the forefront of this momentous event was none other than Jennifer Horton Devereaux, the resilient journalist whose life has been a tapestry of triumphs and tragedies. Jennifer, with her signature poise and unyielding spirit, was poised to lead the way as the community celebrated the past, present, and future of the hospital. We saw her mingling with guests, her smile radiant yet tinged with the weight of recent personal battles. Remember, fans, Jennifer's journey hasn't been easy, from her tumultuous relationships to the heart-wrenching losses she's endured. She's a symbol of endurance. As she prepared to take the stage, one could sense the depth of her connection to this cause. The clinic isn't just a building, it's a tribute to her grandfather's vision, a place where the underprivileged can find solace and care without the burden of cost. Jennifer's speech, though not fully delivered in this episode, was teased as a masterpiece, weaving tales of the Horton family's storied history, acknowledging the current challenges facing Salem's healthcare, and painting a vivid picture of a brighter tomorrow. The crowd's anticipation was palpable. Cheers erupted as she stepped forward, her voice steady but laced with emotion. This moment wasn't just about bricks and mortar, it was about legacy, about ensuring that Dr. Tom's compassionate ethos lives on in every patient treated within those walls. But as the celebrations hummed along, the episode took a sharp turn into the realm of medical mystery and familial concern with our beloved Marlena Evans. Oh, Marlena, the psychiatrist extraordinaire, the matriarch whose weathered possessions, doppelgangers, and more heartaches than anyone's soul should bear. In a scene that had us clutching our own chests in sympathy, we witnessed Marlena suddenly gripping her chest while seated with young Rachel Black. The child's innocent chatter faded into the background as Marlena's face contorted in pain, her hand pressing firmly against her sternum as if to ward off an invisible assailant. The camera lingered on her widened eyes, reflecting a mix of fear and determination not to alarm the little one. Enter Kayla Johnson and Belle Black, two pillars of strength in their own right, rushing to her side with the urgency of true friends and family. Kayla, the dedicated doctor with her no-nonsense demeanor honed from years at University Hospital, immediately assessed the situation. Belle, ever the protective daughter, hovered anxiously, her legal mind racing to problem-solve even in this personal crisis. Marlena, true to her stoic nature, whispered hoarsely, "Please don't make a fuss. It's probably nothing," but her pallor and labored breathing told a different story. The trio's exchange was fraught with tension, Kayla insisting on immediate medical attention, Belle offering to drive, and Marlena reluctantly agreeing, her voice barely above a whisper. It was clear this wasn't a fleeting discomfort. Marlena needed to be rushed to the hospital, admitted without delay, and subjected to a battery of tests to uncover the root of her ailment. The drama escalated as we followed Marlena to the sterile confines of University Hospital where Dr. Sarah, still navigating her own emotional minefield, more on that later, examined Marlena with professional diligence. Yet, despite her expertise, Sarah couldn't pinpoint the exact cause of Marlena's distress. The symptoms were baffling chest pains that came in waves, accompanied by vivid, unsettling dreams that Marlena had been experiencing for weeks. Fans recall those eerie nighttime visions, shadowy figures, whispers of Queen of the Night, a phrase that's haunted Marlena's subconscious like a ghost from her past. As Marlena lay in her hospital bed, hooked up to monitors beeping rhythmically, the episode hinted at a worsening condition. Her dreams might intensify, pulling her deeper into a psychological abyss. Could this be tied to her history of demonic possession? Or is it a new threat? Perhaps a medical anomaly intertwined with Salem's supernatural undercurrents? The Queen of the Night revelations promised to be shocking, leaving us theorizing late into the night. Marlena's vulnerability in this episode was a masterclass in acting, her eyes conveying a storm of inner turmoil. Her weakened state is stark contrast to the formidable woman we've known. Stay tuned, because if history is any guide, Marlena's ordeal will ripple through Salem, drawing in John Black, her eternal love, and perhaps uncovering secrets that could shatter alliances. Shifting gears to the Horton mansion, where familial bonds are tested daily, we caught up with Maggie Kyriakis delivering some pivotal updates to Sarah about Xander Cook. Maggie, the wise and warm-hearted matriarch who's seen her share of scandals, spoke with a mix of caution and hope. Xander, that charming rogue with a checkered past, has been trying to redeem himself, but his history of deception looms large. Sarah, still reeling from Xander's betrayals, remember the baby switch fiasco that tore their world apart? Listened intently, her face a canvas of conflicting emotions. Forgiveness isn't a switch you flip, it's an arduous path fraught with doubts and what-ifs. The conversation unfolded in the cozy living room, sunlight streaming through lace curtains, casting patterns on the antique furniture. Maggie, sipping her tea, recounted Xander's recent efforts to make amends, perhaps a gesture of goodwill, or a plea for reconciliation. But Sarah's response was measured, she admitted to softening, to seeing glimmers of the man she once loved beneath the layers of mistakes. Yet the scars run deep. How could I forget what he did, she might have pondered aloud, her voice cracking with the weight of betrayal. The episode masterfully captured this internal struggle, close-ups of Sarah's furrowed brow, her hands twisting a napkin in anxiety. It's evident that reconciliation isn't on the horizon. Their divorce papers, symbolic of shattered dreams, are likely to be signed sooner rather than later. This plotline tugs at the heartstrings, reminding us of the fragility of trust in relationships. Will Sarah find peace in moving on, or will Xander's persistence chip away at her resolve? The tension between them is a slow-burning fire, promising more explosive confrontations ahead. Meanwhile, back in the realm of custody battles and parental dilemmas, Jennifer found solace in her husband, Jack Devereaux. The couple, who've overcome amnesia, affairs, and even death, or so it seemed, shared a tender moment amidst the clinic festivities. Jennifer's decision to take the children back to Boston, away from the chaos of Salem, and the influence of Chad DiMera, has stirred up a hornet's nest. Chad, the brooding DiMera heir with his own demons, wasn't thrilled about Jennifer's threat to pursue custody. His reaction? A mix of anger and desperation, perhaps storming off or exchanging heated words that echoed through the halls. But Jack, ever the supportive partner, stepped in to reassure his wife. Imagine the scene, the two of them in a quiet corner, Jack's hand gently on Jennifer's shoulder, his eyes locking with hers. "You're doing the right thing," he might have said, his voice firm yet soothing. "The kids need stability, and Boston offers that away from all this madness." Jennifer, her resolve wavering under the pressure, leaned into him, drawing strength from their enduring bond. This subplot adds layers to the episode's drama, highlighting the sacrifices parents make for their children's well-being. Chad's unhappiness could fester into resentment, potentially leading to legal showdowns or underhanded DiMera tactics. Jennifer's cheer-up moment with Jack was a brief oasis of calm, but in Salem, peace is always fleeting. Now, let's delve into the shadowy underbelly of Salem with Gwen, the enigmatic schemer who's no stranger to shady dealings. Behind closed doors, away from prying eyes, Gwen was up to her old tricks, or perhaps new ones. Given the episode's hints, she received a huge order, one that could shift power dynamics in unexpected ways. What was it? Drugs? Information? A plot twist involving the DiMera Empire? The episode kept it tantalizingly vague, building suspense as Gwen paced her dimly lit room, phone in hand, barking orders with calculated precision. Gwen's determination to keep things running smoothly was evident, especially with E.J. DiMera preoccupied elsewhere. E.J., the suave and ruthless businessman, has his hands full, leaving Gwen to hold the fort. Her actions screamed ambition. Perhaps she's angling for more control, or covering tracks that could expose her past misdeeds. Fans recall Gwen's history, the switched identities, the vendettas against the Hortons. This episode amplified her dramatic flair, with shadowy lighting and ominous music underscoring her solitude. Will her schemes unravel or will she outmaneuver everyone? The intrigue is delicious, promising alliances to crumble and secrets to explode. Speaking of EJ, the Demera sign found himself in the hot seat, interrogated by none other than Eli Grant. Eli, the steadfast detective with a moral compass that rarely wavers, confronted EJ with pointed questions perhaps about corporate espionage, a missing person, or ties to criminal elements. The scene was a cat-and-mouse game, EJ's polished exterior cracking ever so slightly under Ellie's scrutiny. Would EJ lie his way out? Absolutely, his silver tongue is legendary. I have no idea what you're talking about, he might have smirked, his eyes cold as steel. But lies have a way of catching up in Salem, and this interrogation could be the spark that ignites a larger fire. EJ's busy schedule, juggling family feuds and business empires, adds to his stress, making his potential downfall all the more dramatic. Finally, the episode's piece de resistance, Kristen Demera's shocking kidnapping from Statesville prison. Kristen, the queen of chaos who's escaped death and imprisonment more times than we can count, was abruptly snatched from her cell. Blindfolded and disoriented, she was transported to an unknown location, a dingy warehouse, a secluded cabin. The suspense built as she struggled against her restraints, her mind racing with possibilities. Upon removing the blindfold, Kristen's fiery personality shone through. She confronted her kidnapper with venomous questions. Who are you? What do you want from me? Her voice, a mix of fury and fear, echoed in the confined space. Was this Orpheus pulling strings again? A new enemy from her vast list of foes? Or perhaps an ally in disguise orchestrating a breakout? The episode left us hanging, Kristen's fate uncertain, her determination to uncover the truth a beacon of her indomitable spirit. This twist is pure day's gold, high stakes, unpredictable, and ripe for revelations that could upend Salem's power structure. Whew, what an episode! From the hopeful highs of the clinic opening to the perilous lows of kidnappings and health scares, November 14th delivered a masterclass in soap opera storytelling. We've expanded on these moments, delving into the characters' psyches, the atmospheric details, and the potential ramifications to give you a fuller picture of the drama. But this is just the tip of the iceberg. Salem's stories are ever evolving, with twists that keep us coming back for more. At TV Days Drama Digest, we're committed to bringing you these in-depth analyses, speculating on what's next while honoring the show's rich history. Who will crack Marlena's mystery? Will Sarah and Xander's love story end in divorce court? Can Jennifer protect her family from Chad's wrath? What's Gwen plotting, and how will EJ wriggle out of trouble? And Kristen, oh Kristen, what fate awaits her in the hands of her mysterious captor? We invite you to join the conversation in the comments below our recap video. Share your theories, your gasps, your predictions. We're all in this dramatic ride together. We hope you enjoyed it and look forward to sharing more with you in the future. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. TV Days Drama Digest for more updates on Days of Our Lives.